Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
And a peek into the locker room. The players soaking in the last few moments. A great way to finish the week strong. Friday afternoon, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the four-man position. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. Oh, we've got quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
The shot by Towns, no good. Now Hardaway. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. And he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive. But when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the score by Detroit. Hart can't hit. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots. Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Here's Brunson. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And the dunk by Duren.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's Brunson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Hardaway. There's Cunningham with a 3. Hart pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Fires from deep. Drains the triple.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Cunningham against Brunson. Back to Cunningham. Now Duren. Harris outside. Off target from three-point range. New York trailing. Anunoby on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Down. That's good.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now here's Cunningham. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Brunson. Hardaway grabs the board.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Brunson. Oh, there's the alley. And
just delivery to Towns.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pistons. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All-NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Beasley's checked in for Detroit. Achua's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Bridges. There's Cunningham with a three, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Brunson, it's good. Brunson's got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Towns. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
That to me is about Carl. Such a pretty play.
Cunningham up top. Brunson defending. Again the miss by Cunningham. New York with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Now here's Cunningham. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Knicks leading by 3. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Now here's Beasley. Still without a bucket. 16 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Duren. Out to Harris. The 3. Fires in the triple. Harris has got 6. Brunson with it. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Payne in at the 1. Here's McBride. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Bridges. Robinson passes to McBride. Lets it go from deep. And the 3-pointer goes.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Beasley. Down low. Here's Stewart. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Pistons trail by 4. Thompson finds Beasley. Here's Schroeder. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. A rebound by Stewart. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here's Schroeder. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Schroeder's got 7 points.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
It's Bridges on the wing. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Sinks it from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Tobias Harris checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Thompson. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. Now here's Harris. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And New York has possession. Following the score by Detroit. Back to Achua. Pass to Towns. Fades away. And it's New York with another.
Is the mid-range for Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
For Detroit, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Achua. From 7 feet away. Detroit with a rebound. Towns can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Schroeder. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
New York shooting their first free throw this game. So for the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Beasley. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Schroeder. Shamet, he's checked in for New York. Here's Cunningham. He has 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. Here's Bridges. Following the score by Detroit. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 6 here in the quarter.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Harris against Achua. There's Cunningham with a 3. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Payne pass to Towns. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. .110 left to play in the first half. Thompson in the post. Count that bucket.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Cunningham against Payne. Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And that one falls for Towns.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Pistons trailing. Here's Thompson going inside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
New York has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to Shamet. 4-3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Shamet's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Duren. Outside Hardaway. And here's Harris outside. The rebound by Bridges. Knicks leading by 3.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Steps back with 1 on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Knicks leading by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Coach, the lead has been going back and forth. How can you gain some separation in the second half?
You got to play with more energy. We're playing a low-energy game, offensively and defensively. So we're just trading buckets. We're not getting anywhere.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Harris' shot is good.
And nice strength from Harris, fending off the contact with ease.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. It's a 1-point game, and they pick up 2. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
And what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Here's Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Now here's Thompson. Duran the screen. Top of the key. Thompson's shot is off. New York leading by 3. Outside Brunson. Out to the wing. And Anunoby for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if it's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Cunningham left side. Harris outside. Just 4 to shoot. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Brunson. For 3, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Oh, Cunningham digging deep.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Here's Brunson. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Harris. Give him 8. Knocked loose. And stolen by Bridges. Tipped. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Cunningham. There's the 3. Cunningham, good from the corner.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
And playing for his next contract, Tim Hardaway Jr. is motivated to get it going, Doris.
Well, B.A., his best skill is obviously that three-point shooting. When he's near 40%, the impact he can have on your ability to score is tremendous. The floor spacing he provides is critical.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Ryan. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. Cunningham against Brunson. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's Harris. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York leading by 6. Brunson assertive on the take. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
New York making a switch here. Chu is checked in, and he can't hit the second. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution. Well, what you love about Malik Beasley is his willingness to always hunt for opportunities to score it. He understands what the strength of his game is, and he goes out and tries to execute.
Pistons trail by 7. Outside Schroeder. They grab their own miss. New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Brunson passes to Towns. Shoots over Duran. That's good from Towns on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Beasley. Here's Holland. Inside. Here's Schroeder. Missed inside.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And he lobs it up. The kick out to Brunson. Outside Hart. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 12-point Knick lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And stolen by Brunson. Stolen by Schroeder. Here's Holland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Beasley. To halt the run. Yep, count it.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And so it's New York, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Knicks. Miles McBride is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Now here's Beasley. There's a screen for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York leading by 15. Towns finds Anunoby. And he converts the layup.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Detroit shooting 52% from the floor so far. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Anunoby. Outside Payne. Here's Towns. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. Payne against Beasley from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 23 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And the Pistons making a change here. Reed's checked in. Beasley finds Stewart. And here's Schroeder outside. The Knicks pull it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Anunoby for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. Let's go with a 3. And Reed pulls it down. Pistons trail by 16. Now here's Schroeder. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And it's Cunningham missing. New York leading by 16. Pass to Towns. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now here's Thompson. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Pistons trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Towns for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Towns has got 28 points for the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Timeout, timeout. That's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And Brunson gets it to go.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. On defense, the Knicks. They lead by 17. Harris against Hart. Here's Durham. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
You have to put a body on Durham. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Towns. And the shot's good. Towns has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Anunoby for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Knicks lead by 21.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Duran. Harris outside. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Hart. Duran against Towns. Hart from long range. Unable to get that one. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammates are open. I'm going to get him the ball.
That free throw good from Brunson. Both free throws good from Brunson. outside Schroeder. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches.
Here we go.
Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that one, good.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Edey. Now, here's Pippen. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Williams can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Payne finds Jackson. Misses from close range. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. For 3, Holmgren. The offensive rebound. Hartenstein can't hit the turnaround jumper. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Payne, the bounce pass. Morant surveying the D. Fires from the line, and he hits the jump shot. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bane kicks to Morant. Back to Bane. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown. He's got 5.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Aldama. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Wallace is checked in. Bane with it. Shoots over Dort. Now Bane. Pass to Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind. You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. Goes up to the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Morant's got 13.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Fires the 3. Yes, once again, remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Out left of the wing. Here's Aldama. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Williams' shot is off. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Aldama gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Williams. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Holmgren's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Oklahoma City. There's the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Kennard. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's John Konchar. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And that one's good. Wiggins.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Konchar with it. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Konchar, the pass to Kennard. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Kennard's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Pippen's checked in for Konchar. Bagley with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pippen, the pass to Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
Baines checked in for Santi Aldama. Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Bain, that's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
He doesn't get the second one.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pippen, the pass to Bagley. Back to Pippen. Now Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, No wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And he drops it in from the low post. 17 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his third foul so far. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Huff's jacked in, and it's Ja Morant in for Luke Kennard. Then for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, he's jacked in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. G.G. Jackson, he's jacked in for the Grizzlies. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pippen. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. Over Wallace. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. Back to Dort. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Buries the long-range jumper.
Timeout.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Here's Pippen. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Huff.
I see him.
They need this one. Got a hand on it. Holmgren finds Williams. Dort with the ball. Back to Williams. For three. And the Thunder another three.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now here's Morant for three. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last trade.
Holmgren the pass to Williams. Shoots the three. Holmgren can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant outside.